I have a problem. You see this sugarcane farm? Yeah, it's ugly. So I want to fix that by building a massive castle around it. So if you are excited, then please subscribe and let's get going. First, I want to go into the nether to get some netherite. And here I have a bunch of beds, so let's get exploding. Unfortunately, I only got a little bit of ancient debris from this, so I decided to just go mining instead. We can now finish up by smelting down all of this ancient debris and some gold, and then put them all together by crafting some netherite ingot. I'm gonna put one on my helmet, one on my boots, and then also one on my shovel. Oh, I almost did the wrong shovel. And now I have full netherite. What else could I want? I want a castle, actually. Unfortunately, said castle has got a lot of copper in it. So I'm going to build a honey wax farm, so then we can wax all of our copper at different stages. And that's a lot of wax. And now time to mine up a bunch of copper ore, which I made into this fancy tower, just to mine it all down into some raw copper. And now we can smelt that copper pretty nicely and turn it into copper blocks, which we can now just spread out around the ground to wait for them to oxidize. A little while later now, and they have oxidized. Time to now craft down all of our copper and then fly out over to the dark oak forest, where I need some dark oak wood. Also, there is some pale oak wood, and we've also got some jungle wood near there, so I chopped down a tree. But out to the end now, because that I want to get some more XP levels, and also my tools are very busted. But this is pretty noisy, so let's just turn down the volume. Ah, that's a bit better. And now we can mine up some obsidian, because I want to just quickly go through the nether roof and create a new portal here, which should link us out to a desert, because I need quite a lot of sandstone in this build. So let's go and mine some of that whilst we are here, and also maybe even get some terracotta since we are here to do so. I then went and collected some jungle leaves because I need them, and also some mushroom blocks, which are pretty hard to get, but I got them anyway. Then we went down into the mines to get some granite, and also some diorite, and then slightly lower down to get a bunch of tuff because I need quite a lot of that. And now for a quick stripping session to get some pale oak logs, some stripped birch logs, some jungle wood that is also stripped, and finally also some oak wood. Now time to go out to the mountains to get some calcite and back home to get some wheat. No! Ignoring that, let's get some bricks and also some cherry wood, and we can also craft down a bunch of deep slate materials before then going out to the Enderman farm again, because I need to get some more XP. And finally we can get some spruce leaves. Let's now remove this netherrack outline and also get rid of a bunch of this leaf litter that is just floating about. And here are some materials to build some trees. So I forgot to mention this, but I want to build some trees that I have recently designed in my creative world. I have lately fallen in love with pine trees as they work so well in many situations. But as you can see, these two trees mark out where the castle will be pretty well. But since I'm still in builder mode, let's get building! No, this is actually the first mega build I have ever made in survival, as before I was way too scared to build something this big in survival. At first I just went layer by layer, but my inventory became a mess, so I decided to just tackle it in sections. So as you can now see, I'm building up these big towers coming up from the back, and they're coming together very nicely. And I added in a mixture of deep slate and copper roofs on this thing. And also here we have a little stone section coming up with more towers, and just behind that we also have a nice sandstone part. And also in this build I added on some floating towers, which you'll see later, to create a more of a fantasy vibe. But as you can now see, the main part of the castle being built up with a nice light section on the top and a complex copper roof to top this thing off. And we can top off this thing with a flag, and wow, oh my word, I love this. Just looking at it from down here is so surreal. Like, I can't believe that I've actually done this. This has taken me so long to build, so I'm really happy that I've taken the time to do this, because it looks a lot better than it was before. But that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, then please subscribe, maybe leave a like on this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.